This video will cover the new Task Manager feature in QFloors. You can get to the Task Manager in a couple of different ways. You can click on the dashboard button up here at the top, and the Task Manager appears on the left hand side of the dashboard. You can also hit the F5 button on your keyboard, and that will pop it up and down real quickly. Those are the two ways. You can create a new task in QFloors by hitting the New Task button right here, and then you would fill out the appropriate information, which we'll go through here in a second. Or probably the preferable way is to go to one of our QFloors screens, for example the invoice screen, click on a customer that you want to associate the task to, and then do Control T, and your task window is going to come up, and then you can start to put in the appropriate stuff. Right now it's saying that I want to schedule a task for myself, which this user is Michael Hayes. If you wanted to schedule the task for somebody else, let's just say Ryan Malone, you would put their name in there, the start date and time that you want it to start. And the remind before means that if you set a task to start for, let's say, a week from now, and you want to be reminded the day before the task that this task is coming up, you can just say, remind me this much time before the task. It should be mentioned that when the task does come up, when the time of the task, there will be a pop-up reminding you that it's time to work on this task. You can give the task a priority, which is how it sorts it in your task list. And you can see that this box down here is telling what contact to associate the task with. And it automatically recognized that Martha Stewart was one of my contacts, and so it's going to associate it with that. You can also look up, if you didn't find the contact that you're looking for, you can also look up a contact in QFloors to associate the task with. Subject would be what the task actually is. Follow up on material in transit. Something like that. And then I'm going to just schedule this for myself so you can see it come up on my task list without me having to log in and out. And it already knows that this is an invoice, so that's the type of the task. If I push OK, you'll see that it's telling me that the task is starting right now. Do I want to dismiss this task, snooze for 1 hour, or go to the task on the task list? Let's see. Let's just snooze this for 1 minute. Okay, and then in 1 minute it's going to come back up and remind me that this task is still something that I need to do. So that's how you would get a task into the system. Let's go back to our dashboard. You can see now that this task is showing up on my task list. Now you'll notice that there's a few ways to create this list to make it either shorter or longer, and that has to do with some of these boxes up here. Show tasks assigned to me will only show the tasks that I have assigned to myself. If I want to show tasks that I have assigned to other people, you can click on that and it would show anything that I've assigned for somebody else to do. Michael Hayes, so I'm looking right now at all the tasks for Michael Hayes, and by the way, you did see that the reminder did pop up in 1 minute that I'm still working on this task. Now I can snooze this for an hour. So I'm looking at just Michael Hayes here. If you wanted to see all employees, tasks for all employees, you could click on that. Or if you wanted to just see for Bauman, then you could see his tasks. I should note here that only the sales manager or a person with sales manager rights can see the tasks of other employees, like I can right here. Otherwise, you would only be able to see your own tasks if you didn't have that. Drop down box right here is another filter that helps us make the list either longer or shorter. I'm looking at incomplete custom right now, which is all my tasks up until today. If I wanted to just do incomplete day, I can go like that, and it will only show me day by day what my tasks are. You can see as I move forward or backwards how that affects things a little bit. And then I can look at just the lead tasks, the ones that are assigned to leads or invoices or bills. So there's a lot of different ways that you can sort this through this list and see what you're trying to find. You'll notice that with any of these tasks, let's get back to incomplete custom here. There we go. So on this task right here, you can see that it has the initial note from where I put this in. You can also add more notes. If I hit add notes here and just put still trying to follow up. You can see how it keeps a history, an ongoing history of the notes down here at the bottom. After a task has been completed, you've logged all the notes and done all that kind of stuff, you can double click on here and come in and say, I want this task now to be completed. And notice right now how there's a 0 here. That means that it's open. If I push OK and complete, it actually takes it off my complete list because it says incomplete custom. If I go to all dates, you can see now that there's an X where there was an O there before for open. Now there's an X for completed. And so you can assign tasks to other people or assign them to yourself, and then keep track of everything by putting in notes into the section. And finally, you can complete the task so that you know what's been done and what hasn't been done. There's also this new message button here. This is to send a message to another user in the system. And you notice that you can specify when you want that message to pop up for the person. And you basically just put a subject and some notes in there and push send, and it will, or push OK, and it will send that message to another person. If they're already on the system, it will pop up right then. If they're not, it will wait until they log on, and then it will pop the message up for them. That should do it for the task manager and sending messages through QFloors. Thank you.